What's going on, guys? You know, people know the truth deep down, whether they want to admit this or not, but every man is not cut out for the game. You know, every man is definitely not cut out for the game. And people know this deep down. People know that when it comes to the dating game, when it comes to relationships, people know deep down that every man is not cut out for the game. Whether people want to admit this or not, whether people want to swallow their pride and admit this or not, every man is not good enough to get a woman. Every man is not sexy to women. There are some men who just don't have what it takes. They don't have that sex appeal to make a woman want to be with them. I don't. One thing for the life of me that I could never understand is why people try to make it seem like every man has the potential to get a woman. Some men are not good enough to get a woman. And I think people know this deep down. Like, every man is not sexy enough to pull a female. You know, I don't know why people try to make it seem like every man can get a woman long as he got confidence, long as he got the right mouthpiece. I don't understand why people try to make it seem like every man has potential. Every man don't have the potential to get a woman. If every man had the potential to get a woman, don't you think every man would have a woman? Some people don't have what it take to get nobody. You know, people think that as a man that if you can't get a woman that you less of a man. Well, some men just ain't sexy to women. You can't help as a man if women don't like the way you look. If women don't find you to be a good looking man, you can't help that. But see, I think people know this stuff deep down. We just live in a society that believes in shaming men. You know, um, we live in a society that believes in bashing men. I believe people know that every man is not cut out for the game, and they just like to bash people and try to gaslight people and want to insult people and you know shut people down. That we just live in a world that believe in bashing men. People know that not every man is desired by women, whether they want to admit it or not. People know this stuff deep down. They know that every man is not attractive to women. They know that there are some men, women just don't find them to be a good looking man. Every man ain't got it. And people know this. This is why I get irritated with some people. They try to make it seem like every dude has potential. As a man, there's nothing wrong with accepting defeat. Sometimes losing is your only option. You know, I've heard people say that failure is not an option. Sometimes failure is your only option. Sometimes you don't have no other alternative. And people know that not every man is cut out for this dating stuff. People know that not every man got it. There are some men who can attract women with ease. Women gravitate to them. Women flirt with them. Women even ask them out for a date. That's when you know you're a desirable man. When you have a woman ask you out. When you have a woman put the ball in your court. If you ain't never had a woman put the ball in your court as a man, that's how you know that you just not good enough. Every man ain't good enough to get a woman. Every man, just don't have what it takes. And people need to stop making it seem like every man can be a winner. Everybody is not a winner. Some people are losers. Everybody don't have what it takes to be a winner. Everybody can't be a winner. So I just wish for the life of me that people would stop trying to make it seem like every man has the potential to attract a woman. Every man cannot attract a woman. Some men would have to trick off, with their resources, but every man cannot naturally attract a woman. you know That's why you have some men that trick off with money and material possessions, because that's the only way they can get a female. Every man can't get a female on the strength of himself. Some men can only pull women on the strength of what they have. And that's the truth. Like, every man is not a prize. Every man is not a sex symbol to women. People need to stop it, because it really irritates me how people try to make it seem like every guy is sexy to women. Every guy is not sexy to women. There are some men that women don't find attractive at all. So people need to stop making it seem like every guy is sexy to women. Some men just ain't got it. And there's nothing wrong with telling yourself that you ain't got it as a man, you know? And, people just like to shame people and bash people, because people feel like as a man, you gotta be accountable for everything. But I don't buy that. You know, God didn't make everybody special. Everybody is not special. And every man just don't have what it take to get a female. And, not every man is sexy to women. So I wish that people would stop trying to make it seem like every man has potential, because every man don't have potential. And that's the honest to God truth. Like, there are certain dudes that were cut out to get women. They were born to attract women. Every dude is not cut out to pull females. Every dude can't pull women. Every dude is not sexy enough to get a woman. You got to have sex appeal to attract women. Every man just ain't got it. And you can't go from being a failure your whole life to being a winner. How can you become something that you never was? If you never was a ladies' man, you definitely can't become one. So I don't understand why dudes who are desired by women, they try to make it seem like you can become what they are. You can't become something that you never was. If you've been a failure your whole life, you just got to be acclimated to being a failure. And you just got to accept that. If you've been a failure your whole life, you'll never be a winner. If you've been an outcast your whole life, you'll never be a top dog. And you just got to accept that. And that's the way it is. There are certain dudes that were cut out to get women. That's why they never had trouble attracting women. Every dude is not cut out to attract women. Every man wasn't born to attract a woman. Every man just ain't good enough. And sometimes you just got to just tell yourself, you just got to accept, the real truth about things. Sometimes losing is your only option. Sometimes there is no hope. And if you see that there's no hope, you got to just accept that. I don't like how people try to make it seem like every man has potential, because every man don't have potential to attract no woman. Some men just ain't cut out to get women. And if you a man that's not cut out for the game, don't let nobody shame you. Just ignore these ignorant people, because they don't know what they're talking about. But that's all I wanted to say. People know this is the truth deep down, whether they want to admit it or not. But that's my lecture. Have a good one.